One of the more soft-sell and under-realized sports here at FHS is the golf team. We've won the district championship several times and ranked 5th in state in the 5A division as recently as 2016. No trophies were picked up this season, but the team did make it to regionals.
I will tell you how very proud I am of these varsity boys. They have worked really hard all season, all fall, and all spring to get where they are. We knew going in that we had a really good chance at district. They are dedicated, they are hardworking, they have a goal in mind. They've had it in mind all year long. They work well together, they are fun, they are energetic, they know what they need to do. So I could not be more proud of them than I am right now.
The whole team has pretty good team chemistry. We're all friends. When one guy's not doing as good, there's usually another guy that picks up the slack, so it's been pretty good.
Samuel Kim and Jensen Rajanis tied for district champs, and the team overall came in 2nd in district.
Golf takes up so much of your time, especially for a student athlete like me. I would be out there for like 6 to 8 hours just grinding, and it's usually by myself. It's usually such a loner sport, golf, and it takes so much of your time.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is there's just so much that goes into it. Like, every day the course is different. There's so many details you have to get down that makes such a big difference. So you really just gotta be focused and pay attention to the details.
Golf is unique in that you're always competing against yourself.
I used to play a lot of soccer, but what I enjoy more about golf is that it's all about yourself. You don't have to worry about playing with other people, so everything you do is on you.
Jensen Rajanis and Sam Kim have earned golf scholarships for next fall. Jensen will be attending SMU, and Sam will be attending West Point. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to the team and Coach Black for a successful season. For RACC TV, I'm Max Diltz.
With only a few weeks left of school, the next school year is upon us. And with that, now is the time for students to be making their schedules for next year. One class to be considered for next year is Student Congress. Student Congress is a class to focus on building leadership skills and participating in activities around the school. Students are able to work with fellow students, teachers, and administrators on projects around the campus. Students interested in leadership positions in and outside the school will find the experience needed in those fields. To join Student Congress, please contact your counselor. For RACC TV, I'm Carter Lawson.
Every spring, the AP Environmental Sciences classes visit the EarthX exhibit at Fair Park. It's an annual event that focuses on sustainable living solutions in regards to environmental issues. It also gives students an opportunity to learn outside of the classroom.
Well, the benefits of field trip in general is to get students out of the classroom and experiencing things that they don't have access to in here. In the case of EarthX, which is the theme of sustainable solutions, they get exposure to all kinds of stuff. The tiny homes, they're really cool. They could tour tiny homes and see sustainable living solutions. They got opportunity to experience scuba diving, both in the scuba pool. They have that 20-foot by 30-foot pool, and also through a VR. They had virtual reality ocean scuba diving, and also virtual reality elephant rehab.
The scuba diving pool was one of the first exhibits that students saw as they entered the park. Scuba instructors were showing student volunteers how to breathe underwater. It didn't take long for Diego and Dylan to take the plunge.
What was it like breathing underwater using an oxygen tank?
Honestly, I thought it felt pretty normal.
Yeah, it felt like taking a really deep breath of fresh air with like very little effort.
The exhibits were entertaining as well as educational.
It was a miniature house basically, and we got to see composting toilets, which we've talked about a lot in class, and so to actually be able to see it and actually hear what it does, it was really fun. Our group got into a tiny shower. For one of the houses, it was actually a fairly big shower, so it actually fit all 4 of us in there. We got to hear a bunch of stuff about what bees do, which you already learned in class, but to have other people kind of tell us what they do, pollinate and stuff like that, and their vision that changes.
So there was this one exhibit where we got to hang out with a bunch of goats. They put us in a pen and we got to like lay around with goats, and I got a goat on my back and just crawled around. It was nice. I think what it was meant to do was encourage animal therapy and like being outside, and I think that was a good like message to have.
Field trips can be fun, and it's a nice change to the school routine every so often. There was something for everyone at EarthX. If you get the opportunity to attend next spring, don't hesitate to sign up. It's like taking a vacation with 50 of your closest friends and returning the same day. For RACC TV, I'm Gracie Rushwin.
No matter how old you get, people will always admire superheroes, especially when it comes down to two of the biggest companies in Hollywood, Marvel and Star Wars, not DC. This year, they both release two of their biggest movies, one of them being Avengers Endgame and Star Wars Episode 9. In celebration of both of these being released this year, we decided to go around the whole school and ask people what they thought.
I'm a big fan of both, but I have to say Marvel because it's been a big part of my life. I just love the superheroes and the combat. My mom and dad are both Marvel fans. We love seeing Lee's stories and everything.
If I went for sci-fi, like, is Star Trek, but if I had a choice between those two, Star Wars would. First time I watched Star Wars was when I was a little kid.
Marvel, because I find it has more action.
How long have you been a fan of Marvel for?
Ever since Captain America came out.
As we said at the beginning, all ages love superheroes. Even in this whole process, we even get to ask teachers what they thought of these films.
I'm a fan of Star Wars because I grew up when I was little. First Star Wars movies came out. Every time a new movie comes out, me and my family are excited about what's going to happen.
I kind of grew up with Star Wars, so I guess maybe I'd have to go back with the original. I mean, they were around before I was. I'm not that old. But we've seen them kind of change and take form.
With all the evidence going around, what are they more excited for?
I haven't seen the trailers for Star Wars at Episode 9, but I've seen Endgame, and I'm so excited for Endgame. I have heard it's 3 hours long.
Oh, are you talking about The Last Jedi?
No, The Last Jedi already came out. The new one is Star Wars Episode 9. That's going to be the Return of Skywalker.
Oh.
Well, I'm interested to see is what's happening with Luke and what's happening with the Jedi and what the progression of that will be, and it's a little bit of a mystery to me, and what's going to happen. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I think it's going to be more of a grand finale with the Star Wars. I think that lots of people are just so indebted to that whole Star Wars fanatics that it's going to be a really big deal to kind of see this last one, and I just hope they make it better than the one before it.
In the end of all this chaos, the two films come close. But my question to you, whose side are you on? For RACC TV, I'm Jacob Aycock.
Good morning, fellow raccoons. Welcome to the Weekend Weather Watch.
I'm Bradley Owen.
And I'm Brock Mills.
Hey, Brock. What's with that?
You mean the one that's also in your head?
Oh, yeah.
May is National Barbecue Month. When Columbus arrived in the Caribbean islands, he noticed that the natives were roasting meat on wooden grills, and the meat had a smoky flavor.
Columbus burgers.
Oh, man. It is bright out.
We don't get much of that.
Speaking of the weather. Today will be cloudy with a high of 86 and a low of 71.
Saturday
there will be more thunderstorms with a high of 78 and a low of 66. Sunday will be sunny with a high of 85 and a low of 70.
What's going on this weekend?
The FHS Choir is presenting Coffee House this evening at 6:30 in the auditorium. Come hear some of your favorite tunes. Admission is free and everyone is welcome. Even you, Bradley.
Now you're singing a different tune.
Anything else, Bradley?
I'm sure I wouldn't know.
For RACC TV, I'm Brock Mills.
And I'm Bradley Owen.